Hello, everyone. Coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show, this is the SmackDown Ring Report. Well, SmackDown Ring Report, we wanted to get to you. I want to give you the rundown and what's going on tonight on SmackDown. Here we go. We're going to talk about this right here. WWE Champion Cody Rhodes appears on SmackDown ever since he successfully defended the championship against Randy Orton at WrestleMania. What do the American Nightmare want to talk about? We'll talk about it coming up here. Plus, two, the new WWE Women's Champion, Rhea Ripley, shows up on SmackDown as the new Women's Champion. Rhea Ripley makes her journey back to SmackDown as the Women's Champion. What's next for Rhea? We'll get to it coming up. As well as this right here, a Celebrations Champions Among Champions. As new U.S. Champion, Trick Williams celebrates with Yolandi to capture the United States Championship. Will Trick Williams have something to say? We'll see what those Trick Williams talking about with the Lemon Pepper Steppers coming up. Born champions as well as a championship match on SmackDown as Julia defends the Women's U.S. Championship. I want to show you Julia right quick. Julia defends the Women's United States Championship against Tiffany Stratton. And Tiffany Stratton becomes the Women's U.S. Champion. We'll see coming up. Also, too, Jacob Fatu made a rare surprise appearance on Raw. Jacob Fatu came on Raw to challenge Roman Reigns for the World's Heavyweight Championship. We get to Jacob, and Jacob Fatu will be live on SmackDown Ring Report start right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. The SmackDown Ring Report. I'm your host as always, Kendrick Dix here. Glad you can join us on the Pro Wrestling Show. Join in that conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribing is caring. Tell a friend, call a friend. Hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing here on the Pro Wrestling Show. All right. Pro Wrestling Show, we're going to talk about. We got a lot to talk about here, including too. WWE just made some releases. We'll get that coming up as well. And who's been released from WWE? Won't be shocked and surprised on who. All right. Let's not waste no time whatsoever. Let's get things started right here on this. All right. Well, let's get this started right here, right now. We get started with this right here. I want to show you from. Start with the women's United States. The women's U.S. Championship was on the line. It's Julia defending the gold against Tiffany Stratton. Julia versus Tiffany Stratton 1-on-1. I'm gonna show that right quick. Julia and Tiffany Stratton. I mean, Julia and Tiffany Stratton came out there. Julia. Um, as you see right here, Julia coming out there for very it carries same. But this is match right here. We have a new women's US champion, and her name is Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany Stratton wins the US Women's Championship. She's elated. Tiffany Stratton retains her, gets a new championship under her possession, carrying the women's U.S. Championship. So we see Tiffany Stratton coming back forward. So it's good for Tiffany Stratton winning for herself. But speaking of that, we told you Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu. Want to show you Jacob's rendering of Jacob Fatu. Um, I'll show you Jacob right quick. Jacob Fatu coming out there, and Jacob Fatu being business as always. So Jacob Fatu means stuff. So we see Jacob. Oh, we see Jacob trying. We was trying to show you Jacob right quick. There you go. Jacob Fatu came out there to issue the. He was on live and talked about what he needed to talk about. He had right here. Jacob Fatu confronted Solo Sikoa and the Usos. The Usos were trying to tell Jacob that he can join the bloodline, but Jacob saying he wants what Roman got, and that is the world title. Uh, Tony Young got involved after telling Tamatonga that he doesn't need to be involved in this. Jacob super kicked the hell out Tamatonga, left Tonga laying about what he was going on and stuff. So we see how that went down as well. But the match was officially made for tonight. It was going to be Jacob taking on um Solo one on one. Jacob versus Solo Sikoa on one. Like I said, Jacob Fatu still urging that question. Usos trying to talk Jacob out of fighting Roman, but Jacob feels like he wants what Roman has and wants the prestige, the honor, and the glory to become world champion. I think Jacob Fatu might could give Roman Reigns a shot. So we know that in that situation, we know that Jacob Fatu will be waiting for his answer from Roman. And the Roman told him he'll give him a week to think about it, see if he still wants to go. At the cousins Jimmy and Jay was trying to talk him out of it. They're doing the bloodline once again. You know how that shit go. So you see how that's gonna go. Well, speaking of that, the American Night. Speaking of that, it looks like um Alexa Bliss and Charlotte look like they won a match against Paige and Brie Bella, but they got interrupted by NXT's fatal influence. They made their main roster debut attacking Paige and got the other girl name like Fallon Henry and JC Jane. How can you forget that? But they made a statement, made an impact tonight, trying to impress the masses of their debut. But speaking of JC was in action against new women's champion Rhea Ripley, and set the stage for that one. Rhea Ripley got laid out by JC. You know, like Toxic Attraction, just trying to come back forward. What's going on? So we kind of see how all of this is played out in the Fatal Attraction. A lot of new faces are coming. You gotta wonder how the NXT brand will do, and how they will salvage all these folks, even including right here. The WWE champion Cody Rhodes made a rare appearance. Cody successfully defending the championship against Randy Orton and had Pat McAfee in his corner and still wasn't enough. We haven't seen Pat McAfee nor Randy Orton. I guess that storyline got killed. Cody Rhodes came out there saying that he welcomes any challenge. He even said this week on Raw that he'll take CM Punk challenge. I guess that's the direction they will lean towards. Cody versus Punk, probably in next year's WrestleMania, perhaps. We'll see. But Cody's saying he's not scared, he's not afraid, he's not intimidated to defend this gold that he goes and calling himself the Golden Boy. Cody said that. So you see with that. Well, speaking of that, it looks like Trick Williams, Trick Williams celebrating winning the United States Championship. The young lady behind him celebrating their U.S. Championship win, but he got attacked from behind by none other than Gingerbread Man himself. Sami Zayn came out there, and Sami Zayn came out there and attacked both Trick Williams and young little lady. I said I knew that was him. They couldn't fool me, but they in the driver's seat. It looks like Trick Williams might. And then Sammy got a lot of heavy booze tonight. What the hell was going on with that? So you see Sammy getting booed out of the building. You saw how that went down as well. So Sami Zayn mocking Trick Williams and how Trick Williams does his style. So we see how that's gonna go. Speaking of that, uh, maybe Trick Williams and Reality will learn their lesson. You just can't underestimate Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn really showing what he's real and what he's all about. Speaking of Joe Jackson, I keep Grandpa, and then we see, but Trick Williams, man, I celebrate U.S. Championship win. Well, speaking of that, it looks like Danhausen is causing a lot of trouble for a whole lot of people here in WWE. Danhausen, really a comedy character indeed. Danhausen came to the Miz house and tried to disrupt the Miz house. Sound like, but Danhausen is funny. I can tell you that right now. That kind of see Danhausen going going to Miz private pool, swimming in it without even asking Danhausen. Show you that right quick. So you see, uh, like Danhausen making a statement. Danhausen being funny. That's one thing you like about Danhausen. He's kind of entertaining character. Danhausen even came to Mrs. Pool. I'm gonna show you that right quick. Danhausen came to the Mrs. own pool and disrupted, wanted to swim in the pool. I don't know how they did that. That was funny. Danhausen even had a brief appearance from Maurice. Miz accidentally put something like coffee or some beans and Maurice. Maurice was mad. He said, damn. So we see Danhausen and the Miz had that match tonight. And the Miz lost his match to Danhausen. Danhausen getting the win over the Miz. Miz is kind of sick and tired of being sick and tired. So you see Danhausen getting the win. Speaking of that, also to the tag team champions, R-Truth and Damian Priest. Tag team action as well. So you see a lot of stuff moving parts as well, including this right here, a one-on-one confrontation, and this so you understand, you kind of see now what was going on. So all right, and what's here, and get to the main event. The main event was Solo Sikoa taking see Jimmy and them. So still doubt that Jacob is gonna. Don't be shocked if Jacob Fatu and the Usos planned this out and Jacob Fatu win the world title with the Usos' help. The Usos knew it from a long time ago that Jacob was going to be the one. Now Roman and all them, so could see that as well. All right, that ends the SmackDown Ring Report. Let's move over to Wrestling Hot Topics. Wrestling Hot Topics. We're gonna talk about this. A whole bunch of superstars being released. We want to start with, which is kind of shocker to me, who's being let go. Got Malice though. Got to uh, so see. I'm just gonna go. But speaking of that, Dan House been everywhere. I mean everywhere. Dan House been in entertaining, funny. Danhausen has done it all. But Danhausen said that he put a curse on Stephen A. Smith, and I think Danhausen might be right. Putting a curse on Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith might not be able to remember what's going on. How he's gonna get cursed. Well, Danhausen sent these messages as well as Stephen A. Smith sent some too, claiming that Danhausen is not going to do what he's going to do to him. And then Stephen A. Smith feels like Danhausen is just a gimmick. But Danhausen been doing real life stuff. And like um yeah, we see that the Leonard was also to a chair, and we saw Glory. We just can Danhausen in the last laugh like always, and Danhausen doing so entertaining the crowd like he did tonight. Well, we got some breaking news right now coming into our newsroom. And in that newsroom, you'll be shocked. The wide six, the whole entire wide six got eliminated. Wow. Which you want to show that right quick. Wide six. They were just feuding with the MFTs. The MFTs might not be having someone to feud with. If they keep this going, Joe Gacy let go, which is crazy. He's one half of the women's the WWE Tag Team Champ, former WWE Tag Team Champion. And this right here, Selena Vega and Aleister Black, um, being let go. I see them going to TNA or something like that. That's what I can see them doing, going to TNA and probably Aleister Black or AEW. You never know. He was in AEW before. We just didn't know what to do with him. That's what I'm thinking. You see, what's going on? This I want to show you Selena Vega and her husband Aleister Black being let go and released. Man, that's a hurt feeling. Oh, man, go uh, and released like that. Like, wow, that's crazy. But want to show you even more. Paulo Cruz getting eliminated. Kyrie Sane, Santos Escobar, which that was kind of shocking. They didn't know what to do with him in AAA, which is crazy. Santos contributed. Anything. Like I said, let him brushes out. So, you see Santos gone as well as that one. So a lot of moving parts move forward. You see right, Apollo Cruz being released and let go, which is crazy. Well, we go to it's kind of small, but hey, so we see also champion was a strong challenger. Mm, I guess that's gonna do it. Well, we know next week Ricky Saints will make his SmackDown debut. They're losing NXT stars left and right. I hope they have a plan for him rather than just call him up so quick to the main roster. Ricky Saints will debut on SmackDown next week. Speaking of also next week, Black Monroe, the former NXT Women's Champion, I guess that's why they did a casket match just to shut her career from NXT. Black Monroe will come next week on SmackDown. Will Black Monroe bring? We'll see coming up. Yes. So, I'll say like 5:50, 7 o'clock. The night champions will come after Rhea with the instability going on in the Middle East. You gotta wonder. So, let's see. Let's see. So, let's see what's going on. All right. We'll leave you with Darby and Allen on the story. I've been your host, Kitty Dix, saying thanks for watching Pro Wrestling Show.